Jayden Daniels has come into the league and led the Commanders beyond all the preseason predictions and into a serious contender. The excellence he showed in college during his Heisman season at LSU was quickly replicated when he stepped foot onto an NFL field. As impressive as it all is, it's perhaps even more impressive when you consider his journey. Daniels didn't grow up in the most NFL nurturing environment. In one of the roughest cities in Southern California with a high crime rate, Daniels was able to make it out of a dangerous environment to Tempe, Arizona, to play for Arizona State, then to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, to play for a premier college football program at LSU, and now our nation's capital, where he aims to bring a legendary NFL franchise back to greatness. Let's take a look at what molded Jayden Daniels into being the next superstar quarterback in the NFL. Jayden Daniels grew up in San Bernardino, California, which is widely acknowledged as one of the most crime-riddled cities in the country. Just driving through the city, you'll find signs of gang activity and neglect in nearly every neighborhood. Despite being surrounded by the bad influence of the city, Daniels excelled in athletics. He attended Cajon High School, where he played football and had a historic high school career. Daniels graduated high school in 2019 and joined a California recruiting class that also included other NFL players like Kevon Thibodeau, Zach Charbonnet, Drake London, and Trent McDuffie. And even though Cajon High School isn't the football factory like some other local high schools in Southern California, like Mater Dei and St. John Bosco, Jayden Daniels still helped make Cajon a competitive team in the years he was there. In 4 high school seasons, Jayden Daniels threw for 13,732 yards and scored 168 touchdowns, while leading his team to a state championship. With his high school dominance came the attention of college recruiters all across the country. He had received over 20 college offers and ultimately chose Arizona State to play his college ball. Arriving in Arizona State, Jaden McDaniels joined a team that included guys like Brandon Ayuk and Ricky Pearsall. He was the day one quarterback starter and showed signs of eliteness from the jump. As a freshman, Jayden Daniels completed 205 of his 338 passing attempts for 2,943 passing yards and 17 passing touchdowns to only 2 interceptions. He also added 335 yards and 3 touchdowns on the ground rushing. His dual-threat dominance from high school spilled into college football. Daniels would remain at Arizona State for his sophomore and junior season, until transferring down south to LSU for his senior season. In 2022, Daniels joined a Tigers team that included guys like Malik Neighbors and Brian Thomas Jr. In his first year at LSU, Daniels led the Tigers offense to be ranked 25 in the country and finished the season as the 16th ranked team in the nation, scoring an average of 34.5 points per game. You could see Daniels was on the brink of something special, as he also led the Tigers to a couple signature wins that year, including a win against number 6 ranked Alabama and number 7 ranked Ole Miss. The following season, Daniels exercised his right towards another college season of eligibility due to the COVID year that was missed, which granted him another senior season at LSU, a season that turned out to be dominant. Jayden Daniels was dominant all season long and guided the Tigers to having the top-ranked offense in the nation, scoring an average of 45.5 points per game. His incredible year was honored by winning the Heisman Trophy over guys like Michael Penix Jr., Bo Nix, and Marvin Harrison Jr. From the beginning of the college season to the Heisman ceremony, Daniels began to see his draft stock rise. Leading up to the 2024 NFL Draft, it was a 2-quarterback race to see who would be the top 2 taken first. It was widely expected that USC QB Caleb Williams would be selected first overall by the Bears, but Jayden Daniels was also an intriguing prospect. The Bears indeed end up selecting Caleb Williams first overall, but right after that, it was the Commanders that selected Jayden Daniels second overall. Optimism and hope was instantly injected into the fan base. It was talked about on media outlets that people were unsure of Daniels' physical frame was stout enough to endure NFL hits, and people questioned his durability. After a long offseason and preseason, the Commanders fans finally got to see their new franchise quarterback in action, as he was named starting quarterback over guys like Marcus Mariota and Jeff Driscoll. Daniels made his debut in Week 1 against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Although the game ended in a 37-20 loss, there were still flashing plays that would validate the excitement that would soon follow. Daniels completed 17 of his 24 passes for 184 passing yards, but also led the team in rushing with 88 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns. The quickness and ability to use his legs to manipulate the defense is what stood out most in his first game. Head coach Dan Quinn would say this about his rookie's quarterback debut: "I thought he got to fully express all the things that he has of using his legs and being aggressive down the field. But what I can tell you is we got one hell of a competitor in him." The Commanders would go on to win 7 of their next 8 games, and the Jayden Daniels hype train was beginning to accept more passengers. You could see the offense beginning to get into a rhythm under offensive coordinator Cliff Kingsbury. During that 8-game stretch, Daniels threw for over 200 yards in every game and led the team in rushing 3 times. He was also beginning to brew good chemistry with wide receiver Terry McLaurin. When asked about the play of his rookie QB, McLaurin said, "I didn't anticipate him coming in and hitting the ground running like that. I played with a few quarterbacks and definitely a few rookie quarterbacks. Sometimes it takes time to get comfortable in the NFL system." It was clear that Daniels earned the respect of his teammates. He also gave the fans a show, with late-game heroes including a Hail Mary win against the Bears. The great start to the season earned him Offensive Rookie of the Month in September and NFL Player of the Week for Week 3 after a duel with fellow LSU Heisman winner Joe Burrow and the Bengals, where the Commanders were victorious 38-33. The Commanders would have a 3-game losing skid during November, but turned it back around and finished the season with 5 straight wins. Those were big wins, including games against divisional rivals Philadelphia Eagles and an overtime thrilling win against the Atlanta Falcons in prime time. The brilliance of Daniels is the primary catalyst that earned the Commanders a 12-win season and a ticket to the playoffs. As at the time of this video, Jayden Daniels led his team on the road to beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the first round of the playoffs in a thrilling victory that was won on a walk-off field goal. Daniels ended the season with impressive stats as he started all 17 games, completing 331 of his 480 passes for 3,568 yards, 25 touchdowns, and only 9 interceptions. He also added 148 rushing attempts for 891 yards and 6 touchdowns. An incredible rookie season that will likely be recognized with the Offensive Rookie of the Year award against other worthy candidates. Jayden Daniels not only led his team to the playoffs, but he also broke the single-season rookie QB rushing record set by former Washington QB RG3, and he got an invite to the Pro Bowl. In just his rookie season, he's already made his mark on the league. From a skinny athlete from one of the most crime-infested areas in America to the highest honor in college football to NFL superstar status, the football journey for Jayden Daniels is an inspiring one. For Commanders fans, there should be a lot to celebrate over the next several years. For general NFL fans, we may be witnessing the next great QB of this generation. And to fantasy football managers, try and draft this guy before your opponents do. As for his city and the community he grew up in, the city of San Bernardino is proud to have the soil that rooted the next NFL superstar. In January of 2024, during a homecoming welcome, the mayor of San Bernardino awarded Daniels with the key to the city and named January 20th as Jayden Daniels Day in San Bernardino. Cajon High School also recognized the excellence of Daniels and his commitment to his hometown by gifting him a Letterman's jacket with his accolades stitched on it, as he didn't own one during his high school years. In addition to the Letterman's jacket, the ultimate gesture was renaming the school's varsity football stadium as Jayden Daniels Stadium, so all the kids from Cajon can remember their biggest role model every time they step on the field. Every aspiring youth athlete should have a positive figure to look up to. And fortunately for the kids in San Bernardino, they have Jayden Daniels. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up on this video and comment if you think Jayden Daniels will be the next Lamar Jackson. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for future NFL videos similar to this one. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.